Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to today's debate. The motion is computers are better than books. All speeches are 1.5 minutes in length. On the proposition team, please welcome Fuan, Huang An and Fiongmen. On the opposition team, please welcome Hachi, Mokbik and Min Kang. And now I would like to introduce the first speaker from the proposition team, Fuan.
Hello everyone, my name is Juan and I'm the leader of the proposition team. And today I will be talking about computer or better than book. My first point, I will talk about the education. In 2024, the children are sometimes too boring and find it hard to remember from reading books. So this is one of the reasons that computers are created. The computer can have some apps that can educate the children for every skill like reading, writing, listening, and remember the skill. And for some apps like YouTube, there is some education video that can teach every skill, and can know more things in everything in the world. So that is all my points. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you, Fuan. Okay, I would like to welcome the first speaker from the opposition team, Min Kang.
Hello everyone, my name is Min Kang. I'm from the opposition team. I'm talking about computers are better than books, and let's get to my first opinion. First, let's list the harmful effects that computers causes for children's health. Excess children excessive exposure to computer or smartphone can increase children's neurological diseases such as depression, anxiety disorder, difficulty in concentration, and difficulty in communicating, behavioral disorders. My second point is if children using the computer for too long, it can cause some eye disease for them, such as eye strain, dry eye, lost vision, and eye poor. And my third point, there are many people who suffer from hunchback or psychosis due to habit of sitting in wrong position for a long time when using computers. So how can reading books help children maintain good health conditions? The answer is reading books help children develop their language skills to communicate well, and it can stimulate their imagination and thinking ability. Books always provide children with very meaningful lessons in life. It helps children relax to and family. Reading books for children with their parents well.
Excellent. Okay, thank you, Min Kang. Okay, speakers number one, I will give you 30 seconds to think of your rebuttal. Okay, so now we will hear from both teams' rebuttal, okay, starting with the proposition.
I just heard about you talking about the health, about the depression. I think computer will help this about communicate because it will communicate for everybody in the world or something like with your friend, with some app like Facebook, Messenger, Zalo, Twitter and more of that. They can increase, they can lower the interest rate. The second one is about the eyes. In eyes, I think it's about the user because sometimes we sitting the wrong form to do the computer, and books can be danger in eyes if they try to look the wrong way. About the back, I just right now I just say that is about the sitting because sometimes people sitting will be wrong and they can hurt the back and this can dangerous for in the future. And I will talk about the educate too. In the educate, some book sometimes can have only one skill only. So I think in the computer there are many skills to it. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you to the proposition team. Okay, so now we will return to the opposition team to hear their rebuttal.
Okay, I already have my own rebates of one of your points. You have said that children nowadays found out they don't like reading book because it's hard to stay focused and in the little morning I think. But I think using computer may can lead children to less the focus easily because you can be interrupted by some notification of some society apps like Facebook, Zalo, Instagram, and you can be attracted by some good video in YouTube or you can be like playing games in your study and
Okay, thank you for the speakers from the proposition and the opposition team. Okay, so we are going to move on to speakers number 2 from both teams. So I would like to welcome from the proposition team, Huang An.
Hello everyone, my name is Huang An, and I will give you a second point to improve the computer knowledge example. First is to provide people with new jobs, such as TikToker, YouTuber. This job require a lot of creative and soft skills, and also at the same time, it can develop our brain. Not only that, nowadays, shopping is one of the most important, and rather than you can go to the shop and buy product, you can still do it at home, and it's still have a high quality. That's all. Thank you for listening.
Excellent. Okay, thank you from the proposition team. We will now hear from the opposition team. Okay, not big.
Hello everyone, my name is Mami. I'm in the opposition team. Today I will talk about books are better for children development. Now we have strongly opposition to believe that is true. I believe that they offer a better for children education for children as children to practice reading, thinking, and creative writing. An example of this is when I was 4 years old, I read a story about Cinderella with my mother in our living room, and it is one of my happiest memories. Moreover, reading with family members build relationship. Family members can until together. An example of this is every pupil will sit and read the book instead of each person looking at the phone. Reading helps us communication better because it can help children reading and communication skills. In my conclusion, I believe that books are better than computer because it can store the children developments. Thanks for your listening.
Okay, thank you from the opposition team. So, I will now give you guys 30 seconds to think of your rebuttal. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now we will hear both teams' rebuttals, starting with the proposition team.
And I think you only can read, like do soft skill with yourself, and the real experience is very important. And everybody, and I believe that real experience can develop you also, and it's the best way. Knowledge that book only can help you with two skills, reading and writing. What about speaking and listening? Yeah, and book cannot help you with that skill. So computer is the best way, and it provides apps such as Discord, Facebook, and OMTV.
Okay, thank you, Fangan. Okay, so next we will hear from the rebuttal from the opposition team.
Thank you for your ideas. I should hear you talking about people should use a lot of apps in the internet like TikTok and YouTube. But nowadays in the internet have many dangerous apps and dangerous websites. And what do you think when children should see it? Children will mental health when see the dangerous app at the long time. Children can cause harm for children owners. So that I believe books are better for children development.
I have one point I will take an example of TikTok. It gets banned by the president to avoid from the resident, but now they delete that app. That shows that TikTok, the developer TikTok must work really hard to remove the dangerous. So I think the developer of this app on internet are now work really hard and good to remove every dangerous.
Excellent. Okay, thank you to both teams. Okay, so now we will move on to speakers number 3. Okay, so I'd like to introduce speaker number 3 from the proposition team, Vyonglin.
Hello everyone, my name is Lynn. I'm from proposition team. Today I'm talking about using computer is better than book because it helps save environment. Now we have to play for every day, every month, and every year. We don't know book are made by paper or made from many trees. And when we made a book, we have cutting down tree. That make a differentiation. Immediately, everyone was trying to protect the environment because the environment is very level. So you use computer to read its riches to produce books and minimize the differentiation. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you. So now we will hear from the opposition team, Hachi.
Hi, my name is Chi, and I'm the current speaker of opposition team. And we don't agree that computers are better than books. Here's my opinion. So I agree that computer is cheap and useful in the future. But what about poor people or people who live in disadvantaged areas or rural areas? They don't have enough money because the salary of people who live in the mountainous or disadvantaged areas lower than people who live in urban or city. So the cost of living is lower than people who live in the city. And the most important reason that the advantage of people who have high salary or live in the city or urban have the better advantage than the poor people or people who have low salary. So the poor people cannot use technological device without Wi-Fi or 3G or 4G because some of people in Vietnam who live in the high, like the mountainous and in this area, we don't have Wi-Fi or 3G or 4G to use. Thanks for listening.
Okay, thank you from the opposition and the proposition. I will now give you 30 seconds to think of your rebuttal. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we will now hear the rebuttal from the proposition team.
First, I hear you talking about cheap and expensive computer. Nowadays, computers are getting cheaper, and then everyone, or poor, or rich, or normal people can buy computer with a low cost. Or we can buy that cheap with a voucher, or buy that on sale with app online like Lazada, Shopee, TikTok, and more than that. It's that you can see easy to buy when you have a low salary or have paid by installment. And then the poor people can buy computer with a low salary or
Excellent. Okay, thank you to the proposition. Okay, so we will return to the opposition's rebuttal.
So, this hope that poor people can save money or buy reasonable technological device. But I think that in Vietnam, the economy of Vietnam is not that developed like the US or UK or some country in Europe. And people cannot use Wi-Fi everywhere. And I ask you that, how can you use your technological device without Wi-Fi or 3G or 4G? Like maybe Vietnam had the 550 kilovolt electronic in the country, but in the mountainous, like in the north of Vietnam, have many ethnic minority groups living there, and they don't have money to use Wi-Fi. They don't have enough advantage to buy a computers or technological device.
Okay, so now that all the speakers have finished, does anyone have any questions or responses to the other team? Fuan.
I have something positive. For the money, we have the tax. In every country, they have a tax. The tax can be go up and or go down the price of the things that they want to buy. The computer is having go down with the tax. The second one is the country tax. It can tax the personal tax. It can tax. It can take some money from the person who working. They can the country is want to improve the good life for everyone in the country. So they use the tax to donation for the poor people, and they can use the tax to building and energy, have the Wi-Fi and the internet for some reason. And it's about the personal identification. Why everyone have the personal identification? Because they want to know the president want to know that if are you poor or are you rich to improve your life, so they can donate some money to improve the poor.
Okay, do the opposition team have a response to the proposition?
Yes. Okay. So we told that the government have some tasks to help poor people or the ethnic minority groups, but in the government of Vietnam, some people don't want to use the task to help poor people, like a famous like in the primary of the north of Vietnam, in the mountainous, some teachers try the task to help personal to help their lives, and they don't want to help the students who have the poor lives. Like 10 students who ate two bowls of rice and 1 noodle. So, what do you think?
It's about the people, because in every country they have a bad and a good one. So sometimes the bad guy will try to use the tax money. So for right now, the news that you tell me, I have just know that he just go to prison for the money, for the big money to donation every year. For guys too. And I mean like the task is not only, it mean like if the people are rich, they can do the task for the country. If they are too poor or like not too much money to donate the task, so they don't need to do that.
I think people in Vietnam not bad as you said. I think everything our school have an event donation book or everything we have like 10,000 dong for them. They show that in Vietnam or like kind of good.
Okay, before we end this debate, does anyone have any final responses? Okay, last point from Hachi.
Our school in Vietnam has events to donate to people. Students have poor life, but some of the rich school like Newton, Archimedes, is the personal schools have many people have a lot of money to donate it, but in the public school we have, but it is so less, and it is not enough.
Okay, so we are going to finish the debate there. Okay, one more point, last point.
I think most will do it, not every, but most of it. Yeah, I think they learn and a lot of school do it, and they donate like 3 times a year, maybe 4 times. So I think they are not bad.
Maybe some schools donate money but have like the stationery, some food like sweets, bánh in Tet holiday, or many things. But I think that one of the most reason the education of Japan famous is they don't want to their students use technological device to study. they want students to use the logic and use the Soroban computers to like calculate, and that is I think that is the most important. That is the most important reason that I agree that books are better than computers.
Okay, so we are going to finish the debate there, guys. Okay, thank you for today, and this is the end of our debate.